Ah yes, Hanna-Barbera, the legendary duo and later legendary studio that pumped out countless classic cartoons from the Flintstones to Scooby-Doo to the timeless Tom and Jerry. Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, and the rest of the Hanna-Barbera collection was such a major part of my childhood that it got me to wondering, did they ever make any good video games? Well, let's take a look at a few and see if we can't find out. I'm going to focus on the Super Nintendo Entertainment System for these games for a couple of reasons. The first is that the 16-bit era had a good deal of licensed games based on cartoons. The second reason is a bit more personal. The SNES was the first console that I ever had, and I had it right at the same time that I was into the Hanna-Barbera cartoons. I even have a vague memory of playing some of these games at one time or another, so let's take a look at them again as an adult that's much stronger and much smarter. Because Little Say Something Nice. Little Say Something Nice was stupid. I mean, look at him. Look at him. Look at that stupid face. Nobody likes you. First we'll take a look at Yogi Bear. The Adventures of Yogi Bear is from developer Blue Turtle. Ooh, good name. Right off the bat, this game is a platformer. Get used to that. It was a pretty common genre for licensed games, and you might see a few more of those today. Yogi responds well, and the game looks nice, but his jumping is kind of heavy, and the whole screen moves on the slightest of jumps. It actually feels and controls pretty well, but it just feels a little bit off, and it's tough to precision jump. You are quickly reminded of what I like to call SNES deaths, those times on the old systems when you died with seemingly no rhyme or reason. God damn it. Oh right, I'm supposed to be psychic. That said, this game plays well, and it's very easy, and oh my gosh guys, it makes so much sense! You jump on picnic baskets and collect stopwatches to add to your watch counter down here, all while avoiding or jumping on fellow forest creatures. It's really quite simple. What the fuck just happened? Am I tripping? Are you tripping? Okay, so this is a bonus area, I guess, and that's what the watches are for. The more you collect, the more time you have. It's all coming together now. That do not feed the bear sign to end the level is pretty cool. This game is okay, it's pretty easy. God damn it!
Hello darkness, my old friend.
The Adventures of Yogi Bear is somewhat nice, but honestly it doesn't capture the show. It just feels like a random platformer with Yogi Bear slapped on it. Oh yeah, and this. Just this. Look at this. Let's see how our next game holds up. Next up we have the Flintstones. The Flintstones, the Treasure of Sierra Madrox, was developed by Taito Studios and starts promisingly with a cutscene true to the cartoon, but how does it play? To put it simply, this game is weird. The main gameplay is a pretty standard action platformer. The handling is tight and the sprites look great. I mean, look at those dinosaurs holding the platforms. It's just like the show. But when you finish the level, you get a random number and a bingo card. And if you get any row or column, you get an extra life. And the weirdness has just begun. So you roll these rocks like dice and get a number before each character's turn. The overworld map is like a board, and you move around like a board game. Along with regular levels, there are other various locations where you play mini-games, and it only gets weirder. Yeah, like a weird Mario Kart on foot style race in the Coliseum weird. I like this game. It's fun and very interesting. I love the mini-games, and the oddness of the game was a welcome surprise to me, and I'm sure countless kids who fired this up expecting a basic action platform. The Flintstones, the Treasure of Sierra Madrox, is fairly nice, but again, it just doesn't capture the tone of the show. One of these have to. Listen, there's no introduction needed here. The cat and mouse are a standard of cartoons. Tom and Jerry was going toe-to-toe with Disney. Cat Concerto is still among the best 7 minutes in entertainment history. This manic duo always brought the energy, so let's see if High-Tech Expression's SNES game can match it. boring. It's so boring. The game is slow, the platforming is shoddy, even the encounters with Tom are just boring. It's not fun, it's not manic, it's nothing like Tom and Jerry. This game is not very nice. But I really like Jerry's ducking animation. It's so cute. Next. I don't know, man. I give up. Are there no games that capture the spirit, the personality of Hanna-Barbera cartoons? Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo Mystery for the SNES was developed by Argonaut Software. Like, let's jump on in! That's a terrible Shaggy impression, I'm sorry. Finally, a game that captures it all. They could have made this game a simple platformer like the rest of the games did, but they didn't. The game starts with a proper mystery setup, just like the show. The gang arrives at this ship and, well, look at them. Just look at them. The sprites look just like the characters. Even their idle poses capture the personality of each character perfectly. I mean, just look at the idle animation of Shaggy and Scooby. Scooby hides behind Shaggy, looking apprehensive. Even their walk cycle perfectly fits the way the characters move in the show. Not a single element goes to waste. Heck, even every animation boosts the character of the game. What, you think I'm exaggerating? Man, watch this. The way Scooby and Shaggy run match the show characters perfectly. When Shaggy takes fall damage, he grabs his knee and says ouch as Scooby snickers at him. Even the death animation is Scooby jumping into a shaking Shaggy's arms. The characters come across so well that I feel pretty confident saying that even if you'd never seen Scooby-Doo, you'd know all you need to know about these characters' personalities from this game alone. You'd know that Fred is the leader, Velma's the smart one, Shaggy and Scooby do the legwork, and Daphne does nothing. Seriously, Daphne, what do you do? So, in this game, you search various rooms in different areas looking for clues and solving puzzles to try and solve mysteries. It's a slower, more laid-back type of game, which fits so well with the feel of the show. There are some action and platforming elements, but they're pretty scattered throughout the game. The main focus is on exploring the environments, trying to put together the mystery. You have to collect enough clues to solve the case and then find the materials to build traps. Finally, you lure the monster into the trap. The atmosphere is great, it looks so good, and this music. I liked Yogi Bear and the Flintstones. Not so much Tom and Jerry. But none of those games captured the feeling of their respective shows. Hanna-Barbera was all about personality and classic characters. Only Scooby-Doo Mystery really brought the personality of its show to the game. It's a fun, unique adventure game that is a must-look for all Scooby-Doo fans. Scooby-Doo Mystery is nice. Thank you for joining me. Remember... Okay, I lied. I have one more game that I want to take a look at, and it's not on the SNES. Rather, it's Wacky Races, brought to us by Infogrames Entertainment for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, why this game? Again, two very simple reasons. I used to watch Wacky Races every single day before I went to school, and I played the shit out of this game on my Dreamcast. Yes, I was biased because I loved the show so much, but I played this game because it was fun. It was just simply fun. It's an extremely cartoony kart racer, where each vehicle handles differently. It looks great with that cartoony cell shading. It sounds great with terrific character interaction and a race commentator that sounds just as wacky as in the show. It was just a fun arcade feeling game that I wanted to mention because I've had so much fun with it in my life. Wacky Races and Scooby-Doo Mysteries really stand out as nice games from the Hanna-Barbera properties. Thank you for joining me, and remember, as always, if you can't say anything nice,